Yes, hello, sir. Yes, this is the live viewing of Raider Reaction. Yes, sir. Line is to the right. Yes, ma'am. Hello. Nice to see you again as well. Yes, VIP is to the left. Yes, we will be letting VIP in first. What's your name, sir? I'll check to see if you're on the list. Yes, line is to the right. No, I apologize. You have to get on VIP much further in advance. No, you'll have to wait in line to the right. I apologize. Yes, ma'am. Yep, full bar inside. Yes, correct. Please. Yes, don't. I understand. Doors will be opening soon. Please, no pushing. Line is to the right. Please, don't smoke that right by the door, please. We'll be opening the doors soon. Thank you for coming to another edition of the Raider Nation Report. Enjoy the show.
What's up, Raider Nation? I am the Commimsh, coming to you live, as always, from the friendly confines of Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. And just where is that, might you ask? Well, let me give you some simple directions, shall we? We're still down the street, past that house with the boarded up windows. Make sure you stop at the corner and ask our man Joe. He's a gentleman, he's a scholar. It's getting close to the Raider season. Motherfucker needs money. Slip him what you should. He's gonna point you in the right direction. He's gonna tell you to take a left and then a right. And as you find yourself strolling down the street, minding your own goddamn business, this cool breeze is gonna hit you as it blows from this deep, dark alley to your immediate right. And as you're passing that alley and that breeze hits you and chills you right to your skeletal core, you find yourself asking, was that the autumn wind? Oh, you goddamn right. Should you venture down that deep, dark alley? Well, of course you should. Because what you're going to find at the end is a special little place that those of us a little on the dark side of the Raider Nation like to call deep behind the enemy line. This is Raider Reaction. And as it is every damn Tuesday, this is the Raider Nation Report. A solid 60 minutes with yours truly, the Commimsh. Thank you for joining me. We've got a ton to get into tonight, an insane amount of stuff to get into. There's been guys that have fallen. There's been guys added. You got the Hall of Fame game around the corner. You got Cliff getting inducted finally into the Hall of Fame. There's a new Raider Reaction Fantasy League, Silver and Black Fantasy League, where Raider Nation will be competing against me and in divisions regionally around the country. You want to get in? You know damn well you do. It's cash, prizes, autographed Raider swag. We'll be talking about that tonight. We got all kinds of stuff to talk about. There's just so much, man. It's August. It's August. Do you know what that means? This is when it blows. The autumn wind begins to blow. It's August. Football season is here. And what better team to kick off the entire motherfucking thing than the silver and black? Yeah, it's everybody keeps telling me, it's just preseason, man. It's just preseason. It's a meaningless game. Nobody's going to play. I know it's meaningless. It means nothing. I get it. But it's part of the process. This is the beginning of the process of the team that will be the Las Vegas Raiders of 2022. This is the very first step. You don't want to see the first step? Of course you do. I do. You want to see this third string running back that comes out of nowhere tomorrow night, or this fucking seventh string fucking wide receiver that has this amazing game that the Raider Nation's talking about the next morning, and you're like, I didn't watch it. No, you don't want to be that guy. It's okay, man. I know it's preseason, but it's all right to be excited. You're not going to see Devontae Adams on the field. You're going to see him walking up and down the sidelines. You're not going to see Derek Carr on the field probably. You're going to see him walking up and down the sidelines. But you are going to start to see some of this young Raider talent that is on the cusp of making this team and that is fighting for their dreams. You're going to start to see those guys. And it's the beginning of a new season. It's infancy. It's, man, just relish it. Just love it. This is what we wait for. Yearn for. It's back. It's not just preseason. This is the start of a new NFL year. Right now. There will be silver and black on a motherfucking football field in 2 evenings. 48 fucking hours. Less than 48 hours. And that's a beautiful thing. And if you can't just accept that for the simple beauty that it is, I don't know how to help you as a fucking fan. You should be so excited for this season that you should be relishing every step of the way. The first step, the second step, the third step, every one until the ball goes in the air for week 1 against the Sparklers. Relish it all, because this is going to be a great season. And enjoy the fucking ride, man. Enjoy the ride, Raider Nation. Let's get into this fucking show. I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped for this show as a whole. And one last little nipple tweak in the foreplay, man. Well, before we move along, I have been asked to be a guest talking head on another Raider podcast, and this doesn't happen very often. So I'm honored, and I tried to make it happen last week, but it was a short notice. But this Friday night, I believe it's at 10:30 Eastern time. It airs on it's on YouTube and all of your podcast networks, Apple Podcast, and all of what fuck Spotify, all of your podcasty stuff for audio. But the Just Win Baby podcast, I will be on there. I hope they know what they've invited. It's like opening Pandora's box if you're gonna bring me on your show. So just be ready. Have your hands up and let's go. Friday night, let's get into it. So yeah. Just a little. I wanted to put that out there. It should be fun, man. It should be fun. I checked them out. I actually hadn't heard of them, but there's so many, man. And I honestly, I'm not going to lie, I don't spend the time to go watch other people's shows, and I'm sure other people that are making content don't spend the time to come watch mine. You just don't. We're busy doing what we do, and, I don't stop to look in the rearview mirror at fucking anybody else. But I did check them out. They seem solid. Seem like a good group of guys that are passionate about the Raider Nation. So Friday night, we'll get in there. I will share the link and shit over here on the page so you guys can all check it out and follow them up. And hopefully their followers can follow us and vice versa. That's how it works. So, Moving on. I'm sorry to hear about your brother, my man, Bogey L. I'm sorry to hear about that, man. Sorry to hear about that. Our condolences. But thank you to everybody for joining us tonight. Let's get into it. We got a solid show. We got Hall of Fame game, Cliff's inductions. We got subscriber gifts. I got a new little gift that came in today that I want to give out to the subscribers of Raider Reaction. If you're a subscriber by the end of the week, you're going to get that cool little prize. And you got to do nothing. Just be a subscriber. And the first little prize is already worth the subscriber fee. So, fuck. And the raffles are back in September. How do you beat that? We got O-line worries, man. Did you hear about Leatherwood working with the third team? I heard. Lil Birdie told me. Mac Hollins impressing thus far in the silver and black. Curtis Bolton. He's no relation to Michael Bolton. Doesn't have even close to the kind of hair, the epic hair that Michael had. But he's also in the new silver and black, replacing some guys that went down. Dark Side News newsletter went out the other day. If you didn't sign up, I don't know what the fuck you're sleeping on, man. It's 2 clicks away. You're just sitting there, you know, clicking back and forth between Raider stuff and porn. I mean, just slip that in there somewhere. Come on, you know, it's okay. I won't tell nobody. New Raider Reaction Fantasy League. I've been bugged for years. Everybody watches the Hardcore Challenge podcast that I have on the Raider Reaction pages during the season. It's my fantasy league that's been going 14 years strong. Everybody's like, why don't you have a Raider League? Why don't you have a Raider League? I want to be in your league, blah, 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 blah. All right, well, this is your fucking chance. I only play 1 fantasy league a year, and that's my fantasy league, and now I'm playing 2, and you can play against me. There's 15 people. I haven't even advertised it yet, and the league's damn near half full already. So don't fucking sleep on this, man, because I'm not doing another one. This is be 2 leagues that I do. That's it, and it's gonna be a special segment on the show and everything. So if you want in that, you got to get in. Talk Fan of the Week, Fight Night 27, and the WTF teaser. The WTF only got suspended 6 games, so stick the fuck around for that one. That one's gonna be fucking fire. I'll just warn you on that one. All right, let's move on. Hall of Fame game. Hall of Fame game, man. It is this weekend. Like I said, if you can't get up for the first time you see your team on the field in a new season, then I don't know what to do for you, man. Yeah, I get it. It's basically glorified scrimmage. It's a fucking practice. You're not going to see Trevor Lawrence. You're not going to see Derek Carr. And if you're going there expecting to see them on the field, you're going to be disappointed. They're going to be on the sidelines. They're going to be signing fans' autographs. They're going to be interacting with the fans. They're going to be there. But I would be very surprised if you even seen him for 3 snaps. I'd be very surprised. This is going to be a dress rehearsal for the team as a whole, to start to work through some little bugs. And you're going to get to see some fringe players who are trying to make the fucking team. That's really all this is. This is an extra preseason game for these 2 teams, and it's a good starting point. It's a good starting point. You have a couple old Raiders in Seymour, and then of course the legend Cliff Branch going in this weekend. It's a nice silver and black weekend. It's a nice start to the season. And it's almost a little bit of a carrot for the NFL because of the, hey, we're sorry about fucking up the Cliff shit for so long. So, we're going to highlight Raider Nation on the induction of Cliff since he's not here anymore. Which is nice. It's, I guess, they've fucked up printing of tickets without his name. I mean, it's just, they can't seem to get out of their fucking way. They can't seem to get out of their way when it comes to honoring past Raiders that should be in the Hall. And Cliff is just another instance. Kenny Stabler, we've lost Todd Christensen, who, in my opinion, should be in there. Revolutionized the tight end position. There's a lot of guys that should be in there. Lester. The list goes on and on. Plunkett. I mean, where do you stop? But it's nice that Cliff's going in. Mark Davis is going to be doing his induction speech. And to me, that's the biggest thing, man. As a fan, I'm just a fan, man. When it comes back to it, I'm just a fan, and I just sit back in awe of these guys having this talent that I wish I, as a human being, could possess, and to be able to do the things that they can. And only certain lucky humans have the DNA and the makeup to even be able to do the things that these professional athletes do in the National Football League. And to sit back at the end of their ride, and I like to hear their speech, man. I like to hear what the legends that I've watched for years and followed for decades have to say at the end of their ride. What they have to say about the game, what they have to say about the people that helped them get there, what were the things that helped them get there. I like to hear from the man, and you don't a lot of the times get to hear from guys and that get deep. Sometimes you'll see tears up there. I hate the fact the fucking Pro Football Hall of Fame has even shortened these guys' speech times, which I think is fucking ridiculous too, to try and fit in time slots, man. You know, these guys gave their blood, sweat, and tears for fucking decades. Some of these guys, and you know they only get a couple. You're gonna shave their time now? I mean, what the fuck? Eat a dick. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, but it's an exciting weekend, man. It's an exciting weekend. The Raider Nation is on display for the National Football League and the NFL world this weekend. It's great. It's too late, but you can't still knock the accomplishments that Cliff made. The fact that he needs to have a bust going in the hall, and he is going to be immortalized forever, as he should be and should have been a long time ago. So it's great that it's done, but shouldn't have took so fucking long. Shouldn't have took so long. Fucking shame on you. Shame on you. Pro Football Hall of Fame. Cliff should be there. We should be hearing his speech and looking forward to his speech this weekend. And the fact we're not, we're getting screwed as a fan base. Cliff's family's getting screwed. It's everything else. And Raider Reaction will be there, as we got our number one freaking ace reporter on the scene. Raider Lions will be there holding it down, and he's going to bring you guys behind the scenes at some of the Raider action at the induction ceremony, Raider tailgate, all that good stuff this weekend. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. And of course, Thursday night, the second the final whistle blows, I don't give a fuck if it's preseason or not, there will be a live post-game reaction show right here on Raider Reaction. We will stream it live on Raider Reaction Sports on Facebook and Raider Reaction on YouTube. And then as soon as that's over, I will be live on our Raider Reaction TikTok with our post-game show. Post reaction. Because we're going to be doing that all season too. So we're going to have the post-game reaction, and then we're going to have the unfiltered, uncensored, just sitting there with going crazy in the studio after a lot of wins as I planned. But yes, Thursday night we will be live with a post-game reaction as soon as the Hall of Fame game is over, with our reaction and commentary and everything that went down. I'll talk to you guys, get your reactions as well, comments, all that good stuff as well. But it's a great weekend this weekend, man. It really is. It's a great. Look at that. Look at that JoJo with the fucking 1 month subscriber anniversary and almost tab that pops up, and it's almost like the perfect segue as we want to hit the subscriber gift, because JoJo's getting one of these. Because you know why? Because he's already a subscriber. He's one of the cool kids. And you need to be one of the cool kids at Raider Reaction as well, like Robert Paul and some of the others that are already in there. Join the Raider Reaction Inner Circle. Become a subscriber. Go to RaiderReaction.com. Click on the subscriber page on our website. It tells you everything you're going to get. We got a lot of stuff planned for you for this season. But it's the first little thank you that we want to give back to our subscribers. They came in the mail today. I got a whole stack of them. They're 3-inch by 3-inch magnets. Fucking camera to focus on them. I am a Raider fan deep behind the enemy line. I got a whole stack of them. These are magnets, thick-ass magnets, so you can tag up whatever you got metal and let everybody know that you are a Raider fan deep behind the enemy line. And we're just going to send those out to our subscribers just because, they're subscribers of Raider Reaction. So that's our first nice little trinket. So we're going to give you a chance to get some of these too, because I've got like 100 some of these to give away. So I'm not, obviously, if you want to be a subscriber to Raider Reaction, you've got until midnight on Saturday. Just become a subscriber before the end of the week. Click on that blue button. It's at the top of the Facebook page. Or if you want to learn more about it, go to the website. Go to the subscriber page. It's got everything about being a subscriber that automatically enters you into every raffle that we're going to have all season long. The first Thursday of every month, we're doing the Reaction Shop raffle again. If you're a subscriber, you're entered in to win every prize automatically. And we got a lot more stuff. The subscribers are what are the lifeblood that keeps us pumping here at Raider Reaction. We're a grassroots project. The midgets need fed. We got to keep buying fucking bells and whistles to keep up with the Joneses and shit. And we ship out prizes and shit costs money, and this just helps us. Helps keep my wife from yelling at me if this shit costs me money. So I want to give back to you guys, and this helps us give back to you. And I'm getting all kinds of little hookups with sponsors and shit. We've got a betting sponsor that we've gotten hooked up with as well. I'm getting the landing page ready for the website. Gonna be hooking you up with some fucking awesome juice action and shit on for those of you who are degenerate gamblers. I'm not here to judge, but if you want to get some action in on this NFL season, I got a partner that we're getting ready to launch here in the next week. I'm just trying to figure out how to add all this shit, because I tell you what, that was more complicated than I thought it was. So otherwise I'd already had that shit up. But become a subscriber. If you're already a subscriber, Sunday, I'm going to hit you guys up and get all your addresses and send these out next week with probably a couple other little things to say thank you as well, because I'm not just going to send you a magnet if I'm going to send something out. But this is a little thank you. So if you want to be a subscriber, man, be a subscriber. Do the damn thing. Do it. Be one of the cool kids. Be one of the cool kids. Go hit the damn blue button. Come on. Come on. All right, moving on. It's enough shameless plugs. We're all worried. We're all concerned. It's been one of the biggest topics of concern for Raider Nation, and it's been the offensive line, man. It's been the offensive line. Oops, I actually blacked it out. I didn't mean to. We got to talk about it yet. And it's been the offensive line and the offensive line worries. And they're kind of starting to compound, man. Lost Denzel Good, who like I've called him for years, the Swiss Army knife of that offensive line, and he up and retires. He's having problems with his tree trunk, that ACL. You got to have your legs. These big guys got to have the legs, man. Didn't have his legs under him anymore, so that's a problem. He had to retire. He was trying to get out there. But then to hear that this guy, man, Alex Leatherwood, who I think is one of the keys to this offensive line, is the continued growth of Alex Leatherwood. And to hear that he's now working with the second team and has dropped down the last day or so, is working with the third team, it's a bit concerning, man. That's concerning when you're looking at the end of that offensive line. Right now, you're looking at probably Brandon Parker. And Cotton Sr., Lester Cotton Sr. is another guy that has stepped up and is looking at that guard position over on the right guard spot right now. Left guard's looking like Simpson. Parham's just trying to find a spot that maybe he can start, but this guy's going to get a lot of action, spelling these guys on the offensive line, filling in for guys that get banged up in action. So he's going to be a big part, whether he's going to be a starter or not. But the fact that you went up, took a big swing with this guy, where you went and got him in the draft, going that high, you had to move him to fucking guard. You don't jump that high to get a guard. Unless he's a Hall of fucking Famer. You don't go that high to get a guard. You can go that high to get a tackle, but when he's already a few games in, and you've got guys sending their top edge rushers at him, and he's just out there, fucking eyes are this big, looks like a deer in fucking headlights, like, oh fuck, here we go again. It's like he's on the tilt-a-whirl, like some little kid he's about to get sick, like somebody stop the ride. That's what Alex Leatherwood was like. Move that motherfucker to guard. Good Lord. So now, Braxton with the third string, that is not the type of headlines you want to see from a guy who's supposed to be one of your bookends coming into the season. So, as much as I keep saying I don't want to be concerned, motherfucker, I'm talking myself into being concerned about the offensive line. God damn it. Look what you've all done to me. You broke me down. It's the first chink in the fucking armor. God damn it. I've been trying to stay so positive, because I looked at the roster. Everybody was healthy. Everybody's coming in. And then Denzel Good falls out. I was already like, that was shocking to me. That was one of the biggest shockers over the last couple of years. And, I've been trying to stay positive. But fuck. Now to hear Leatherwood's fucking Braxton third string. You got Parker back up there. We've been down the Parker Road before. You know, it's a little concerning. It's a little concerning. He's listed as now it depends, Lines, because you can go to dude, when it comes to Tuesday, I get on my fucking surfboard and I've got all these sites that I hit and I check everything. And I tell you what, man, you can go to a plethora of different NFL sites right now that only specialize in depth charts and rosters and who's going to make it. And there's a lot of fucking a lot of these sites that have that motherfucker off the starters. Off the starters. So it's a lot of people are talking. It's not just one practice, this or that. You know, it was with the second the day before. So it's just concerning to me. It's just concerning. It's just adding to the worries of a Denzel Good retirement. It's just concerning. It's just concerning. We'll see, though. Maybe they're just moving people around, giving guys a shot, moving guys around. I'm hoping it's not. Because here's the thing, man. These are new eyeballs on this guy. These aren't the eyeballs that drafted him. These aren't the eyeballs that fell in love with him. These are new eyeballs. So if these new eyeballs are like, do you see what I see? And they're already starting to make moves? We'll see. I also heard he was improved too. So I don't know what to believe. It's starting to add to my paranoia. Because it's everybody's biggest concern is offensive line. And then you just keep hearing all of these things about the offensive line. And man, it just makes you start to fucking worry a little bit. I'm starting to worry a little bit about it. Fucking starting to get to me, man. The anxiety. We'll see. It's starting to look like it, Stephen Lee. It's starting to look like it, man. He's starting to look like it was a little bit of a reach, like he was an Arnett, like he was another Ruggs. Now, Ruggs wasn't a reach. Ruggs was a talent that looked like he was coming around. It's just, unfortunately, really bad mental decisions brought that down. But I'll take you up on that soon, Robert Paul. I'll take you up on that soon. All right, moving on. Damn. Easy, Smokey, easy. All right, moving on. One of the wide receivers that have been lighting it up, man, and have been turning some heads. Now, here's another one. And it's that time of the season. Everybody's trying to predict who's going to be the starters, who's going to be this, who's going to be the one, who's the two, who's the starting slot. Everybody's trying to predict all of this. It's that time of the year, quite frankly. And, you know, I have no problem with it. Everybody's trying to, you know, be ahead of the game. But this guy right here, and, you know, first off, I got some major hair envy going on with what Mac Hollins has going on. The different levels that he can go braids, he can go he can go any direction. Thank you, Ron. Be like Ron. Throw them stars, man. Come on, like it's nickel nighted for the 3-tooth strippers. Come on, throw them nickels. We love them stars. Thank you, Ron. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you. Midgets get fed tonight because of Ron. Thank you. That's right, boys. You eating bologna tonight. All right. Moving on. I got some serious hair envy when it comes to Mac Hollins. So not only does he have an amazing head of hair, and, you know, guys that don't have that, you know, I can appreciate it. I appreciate it. My God, I haven't seen hair like that in 20 years. But this dude has been and is a guy, and here's what I look for. When I look for a guy who could possibly be a young breakout guy, like Mac Hollins, is somebody who's continued to rise. Thank you, Andrew. Andrew, our owner MVP from this last Madden League, has a Jonathan Abram jersey on his way out. His way. Gonna get framed up on the wall. But these are the kind of guys you look for as Mac Hollins has continued to rise in his NFL career. Started out in Philadelphia, 16 catch season, 1 touchdown. So you're hoping that you're going to build on that a little bit. down a little the next year, but the next year moves around. Goes from Philly to Miami. So it was kind of a transitional year for him a little bit. And then in 2020, has a solid season, 16 receptions, a touchdown. So he kind of back to where he was. And then to see him last year, only 14 receptions, but did have the 4 touches. So you start to see that you're starting to have a little success with the guy in the red zone. He's starting to make some moves in his game, and he's starting to get better. And his line graph is on an upward scale, and that's what you want to see. You've seen that this guy's continued to get better in the National Football League, and that's all you want to see from a guy like that. Now, there's been Demarcus Robinson coming over from the Chiefs. He was the guy who was automatically plugged in to be the guy who was going to be your number 2 wide receiver on the opposite sides of Devontae Adams. Hunter Renfro's your starting slot. Obviously, Waller's your tight end. Who's going to be your number 2? That's been the big conversation. They've got a fucking laundry list of wide receivers right now on this depth chart and on this 90-man roster as they're trying to whittle things down to get to your final roster to get ready for this season. Because they're trying to see who's going to be that guy. Who's the guy that's going to step forward and grab that fucking brass ring for this season? A lot of people have said Demarcus Robinson. Now, over the past week or so, I've seen Keelan Cole step in there as the name, as a lot of guys thought were going to grab that spot. Now, I'm starting to see both Robinson and Cole slide off that spot on a lot of these sites that are tracking depth charts and who they think is going to make that position. And Mac Hollins is sliding in that spot. Is there a possibility the Fro becomes big time in the silver and black? This could be his big shot, man. Sometimes that's all it takes is healthy competition, like fucking Lions down here with the gold stars, man, taking words right out of my mouth. Healthy competition is sometimes all it takes, man. Healthy competition and somebody that believes in you and be like, you know what, man? We're going to give you a shot. You're the number 2. Maybe it's all it takes. Goes out there, has one good game, followed by another. You've got Devontae Adams on the other side of you. You got Hunter Renfro fucking dodging and all over the fucking field. You got Waller. You got guys that are drawing major attention at every position. You get a guy like this who's fast, big. He can go up and get balls in the back corner of end zones. This guy could thrive. This guy could thrive in this offense. So it's, what's up, Graham Steele Jr.? Good to see you back, brother. Good to see you back around the block. It's nice to see, I'm starting to get to see some of the old names back. It's nice to see that our Raider Reaction footprint's getting back out there again as we got a new season coming around. I appreciate all you guys, man. Everybody that stops in here spends a second with us at Raider Reaction. I absolutely do. I've turned over a much different leaf since the return of Raider Reaction. Much different leaf, and I'm just having more fun with it, I think, than I used to have. I think I took things a little too serious at some times, and now I'm just all about having fun and speaking my mind. That's never gonna fucking change. But I appreciate each and every damn one of you, man. You guys are the shit. You guys are the shit. But Mac Hollins is he could be the guy, man. This is it's a very interesting story. This is one you should keep watching because Mac Hollins is easy now. Easy now. Settle down there, old feller. Getting all bitchy out there in the fucking peanut gallery. Come on now. No, just kidding. But this is an interesting story, man. This is one I'm following. There's a lot of cool stories. Johnson's been another name that you've seen pop up in the wide receiver depth chart. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, man. These are the exciting things. These are why you watch Thursday night. You may see Mac Hollins out there as a starter, plugged in that number 1 spot, because they think, hey, man, this is a big opportunity for him. Maybe he's plugged in that number 2 like he would be starting in the season. Some of these young guys, they're going to see action, and that's why those are the guys that I'm watching to see, man. And that's why you should be watching. That's why you should watch the post-game reaction with me, because that's the type of shit we're going to talk about. Because we're going to watch all that together. I agree, Ron. Whoever gets that 2 slot is going to have a huge season. Because you're not handed a position like that normally, because all of these guys that are fighting, Keelan Cole, DeMarcus Robinson, Mac Hollins, Stoner, VC, Turner, Johnson, Zuber, the XFL guy that came over, Justin Hall, all these guys that are fighting to make that roster. And if you get that opportunity, if you're that guy that they pick out of all of those to get that spot, to have Devontae Adams, Darren Waller, and Hunter Renfrow, the best wide receiver in the game, arguably the best slot in the game, and easily top 3 in the game, tight end, to draw attention away from you? Oh, come on, man. That's cherry picking. That's cherry picking, man. So if you can go out there, this guy could be big, man. This guy could be big. Believe in the fro in 2022. Mac Hollins could be for real, man. He could be for real. It's just practice. I know. Practice. We're talking practice.
What?
Practice.
What?
Zay did come up with this big last. Jesus, I can't fucking talk. Zay did come up for the Raiders big last season. I agree with you, Graham Steele. But I think you've seen the ceiling on Zay. And I think you want to get better. You've seen the best you're ever going to see out of Zay Jones. I don't think you would continue to see a line graph up for Zay. I think you had kind of seen him level off. Now, was he going to make some plays for you in there? Oh, fuck yeah. And he did. He came up big. But I think that might have been the biggest you're ever going to see out of him. And I think that's what they were thinking, is they want somebody who has a possible higher ceiling than Zay Jones. A guy like Mac Hollins, where you don't know yet. Mac Hollins is still a little bit of an enigma yet. You're not sure yet. There's some of these guys that, if they get that shot that they've never really had before, could they be a young star? You don't need a superstar. Can you be a star? That's all you need. Because the rest of the guys are superstars. You just need a star. Now, there have been, unfortunately, one guy's opportunity is unfortunately another man's demise. One man goes down and another man steps in. Kyler Fackrell and Micah Kaiser, both linebackers, both go down this week, and that has you bringing in linebacker Curtis Bolton, who's also a nice story. I started looking into the background of Curtis Bolton. It's Curtis Bolton the third. So we got a third back in the house. Yes! We need one of those, just because I like saying the third. Curtis Bolton the third. He is the new linebacker brought onto the roster. And because, somebody's demise is somebody's opportunity. I mean, that's how Tom Brady got his start. That's how Kurt Warner got his start. That's how a plethora of other guys, that's how Jim Plunkett got his rings. I mean, that's the name of the game sometimes, man, it's not always ability as much as it sometimes is ability with your availability. Now I sound like Jerry Jones every time I say that. I've been saying that for years. Now Jerry says it. Now it's availability and availability, and it's Jerry shit. All right. This guy, he got a little action. Really, his first starting action in the last 5 games of the season last year. So jury's out on this guy. He's another guy. He's got an opportunity, man. This is his opportunity. And his father, Curtis Bolton II, was a huge Raiders fan. So this guy grew up with his dad being a diehard Raider fan, loving the silver and black. And now he's on the team. And now he's on this team. And, sometimes it's just little things like that. Like, fuck, man, I'm getting to play for my childhood team. I mean, the dude's so excited. I'm getting a chance to make the team on my childhood team, my dad's favorite team, who's no longer with me anymore. So this is a cool thing. And it's just little things like that can gel a guy. So keep an eye on this guy. It's a nice little story. His father's favorite team, who's no longer with him anymore. His team growing up, So that's Raider family start to finish right there. So keep an eye on this guy. Could be a neat, interesting story. But he's getting the opportunity because somebody came out. Maybe just be special teams, like Bryant said. You don't know where these guys are gonna get in, and that's how it starts. You make it on as a special teams guy, and then like last season, linebackers start dropping left and right. Devon Diablo is fucking shoved in. All these other guys are shoved in that you didn't think, and all of a sudden you're playing. Week 8 you find yourself on the field, just because of need. It's a weird league, man, and it's a violent league, and guys go up and down all season. So we'll see. Just Curtis Bolton, no relation to Michael. Curtis Bolton III, new linebacker in the Raiders linebacker core. So keep an eye on him. The first of the month, every month, and it was the first of the month. Yesterday we sent out the Dark Side newsletter from Raider Reaction website. Goes out to everybody. All you got to do is go to the website, go to any one of the pages on the website, scroll all the way to the bottom. Down there, put your email address to subscribe, and you'll automatically be subscribed to our mailing list, and you'll get a Dark Side newsletter goes out. And we're going to send out one with little flash giveaways like this magnet that we're giving away, the I Am a Raiders Fan Deep Behind the Enemy Line magnet that we're sending out to all of our subscribers. If you're a subscriber by midnight on Saturday Eastern Time, you get a freebie. We're just going to hit you up on Sunday, get all your addresses, and ship out a bunch first part of the week. So if you want to be a subscriber, go ahead. But it's just a little snapshot of what we've got coming up. New stuff that we plan on adding in our mix over the next month. We've got the return of our the Hardcore Challenge Live, my official webcast for my fantasy league that I've been running for 14 years. This will be our 14th season this year. Little snapshots of that, and then just a little giveaway. So if you haven't got your simple, man, just go to the website, scroll down, put your email in there, and just forget about it. It's nothing you have to do, and then every fucking month on the 1st, you're going to get it in your inbox. You're going to be like, I'm not going to spam the fuck out of you with shit. I promise you. I will not do that to you. The only time I'm going to send you anything mid-month is if I'm giving you something. That's it. I'm not going to spam your inbox. I promise. I promise. Scout's honor. I ain't going to do it. All right. I just to get our info out, and you got a little thing there, and you can go back and be like, oh yeah, that's right, I went and checked that. Now, one of the new things that now I am going to plug this, and I'm going to plug it for a second, because this is something I've been bugged about for years. I'm serious. Every season about this time, I start to get asked these questions. No, you run a fantasy league, right? How do I get in your fantasy league? There's no openings. There's no openings. No, it's 32 owners. It's the Hardcore Challenge. There's not openings usually. And if there is an opening, I have a waiting list as fucking long as my arm for people wanting in. So no, if you're asking me now, you're probably about 3 years too late of being on that list to get in that. It's not easy to get in the Hardcore Challenge. And I handpick the people on the list as well. Try to put solid players in there, and there's reasons I add people in there. So I decided, there should be a way. There should be a way. And the reason the Hardcore Challenge started 14 years ago because I'd had multiple leagues. I ran all these different leagues. I had an All Raiders league. I had an Iowa Challenge league. I had all kinds of different leagues, man. And I ran all kinds of different leagues. You're already in. Shut up, Lawrence. But I'd stopped all of those, and I decided to focus in on one league. I had just decided that I wanted to make a league that was better than any other fantasy football league, that was void of flaws that normal fantasy leagues ran into. The players that didn't play, you didn't have enough to keep you motivated to play. The prizes weren't good enough. So, we started a league. We dedicated a podcast to it, and it just kept growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. And along the way, we've developed it and tweaked the rules, the scoring, the rosters, the way the play is of the fantasy football into our Hardcore Challenge prototype model. And so I'm taking that same Hardcore Challenge model that I've ran for 14 years, that we're starting our 14th season in this year, and I'm turning it into a 16-team all Raider Fantasy Football League. The Raider Reaction Silver and Black Fantasy Football League. There's going to be myself and 15 other owners. There will be 4 divisions. You will be placed regionally. There will be a Great White North division, a Dirty South division, the Elite East division, and the Wild West division. You will compete in a divisional format. That means, just like the National Football League, you play your division rivals twice. They are the first 3 games of your season, and they are the last 3 games of your season. You will play in 4 divisions of 4 teams, 16 players. 6 will make the playoffs. Then we'll work down from there to a champion. Winner. Of course there's a buy-in. All of my leagues have a buy-in because you play for money. We bring money in so that we can give prizes and money back out. It's a $50 buy-in. This league, like I said, is already half full. Just because of the rumblings behind the scenes. My Madden League members, the guys on Raider Reaction, So the league's damn near already half full, and I'm just starting to advertise it tonight. So the spots aren't going to last long. Guaranteed. And we are going to reboot this league and keep it going year to year. And this may even turn into a custom Keeper Dynasty league like the Hardcore Challenge. So, $50 buy-in. Winner gets $400 and an autographed JSA Josh Jacobs jersey. So $400 and an autographed Josh Jacobs jersey to the champion. Runner-up, you're going to get a large Raider Reaction prize pack with a bunch of swag in it. Kind of a little mystery pack, but trust me, it's worth more than what you paid to play, than the $50 you paid to play. All of the money we're taking in is all going back out in cash and prizes. All 4 division winners will receive a small Raider Reaction prize pack. Runner-up, large Raider Reaction prize pack. League champion, $400 in cold hard cash, and autographed Josh Jacobs jersey with JSA. It's the Raider Reaction Hardcore Challenge, Silver and Black Fantasy Football League. If you are interested, you want in, is a $50 buy-in. I will send you an invoice. All you gotta do is send me your email. Tell me you want in. Send me your email. I'll send you an invoice. As soon as you pay the invoice, I add you into our private owners group on Facebook and then send you an invite to the league to take over the team. And I'm placing you geographically, so I will send you an invite to take over the specific team. And if I win, as Line says, if I win, there's no $400 for first prize. I will just put all of the money. If I win, he's saying if I win, Bryant. What if I win? Because I'm competing as well. So if I win first prize, all of the prizes are going out. And I will just pack the prize packs a little more. Runner-up will get the jersey. If you lose in the Super Bowl to me, you will get the jersey. And you will get a large Raider Reaction prize pack, and I will just fluff up the other prize packs for the division champions with the prize money. I'm not keeping the money. I will give it back in prizes. But you're not getting $400 in cash for losing in the Super Bowl. No fucking way. Losers don't get rewarded. No. No.
Your face, sucker! Loser!
That's not how it works around here. So if you're interested, I am not doing another fantasy football league. This is it. This is the last one. The Hardcore Challenge is literally the only league I have played in 5+ years. I quit playing in other fantasy football leagues long ago because the fantasy football league I play in is the pinnacle of fantasy football competition, and it is the best damn league there is. And I'm going to give you an opportunity to get in a fucking league just like it. There's individual defensive players. The scoring's way different. The scoring's way better. Trust me. The things that you can do to make a team better, you have full reign of this team just like an NFL owner, like an NFL head coach, like an NFL general manager. It's the Hardcore Challenge. It's the pinnacle of fantasy football competition. Get in the Raider Reaction League. Their spots aren't going to last. I would say by next week, they're gone. So I've already filled up 2 divisions. I'm just waiting for them to get off their ass and take care of it. But all these guys I know are already committed, so don't wait around. Message the page. Message us on Twitter, Instagram. Hit us up at the website. Whatever you got to do. Send midget freaking, message, telegram to the door. Whatever you got to do. Get it to us. Fucking carrier pigeon, Pony Express. What have you. I spent all weekend getting packages ready. We just finished up the Madden League, and I gave away flash prizes for 18 fucking weeks in the Madden League. Plus, we got the jerseys we gave away. Our league champion Richard won the Fred Biletnikoff jersey. I've got mini helmets. Plus, I've got a few fans of the week that I had to get ready as well. So I was getting shit ready all weekend, and so I was getting ready for the show, and I'm like, you know what? I didn't really see anybody, honestly, nominate themselves for Fan of the Week. I went back, and you will get an invite. All you gotta do is send me your email address. If you're interested in getting in, just send me the info to the page, and I will take care of it. We have a PayPal account for the league, and you can pay through there. You don't even have to have a PayPal account. You can sign out as a guest and just use your debit card. If you have a PayPal account, you can use it. If you don't, you just sign out as a guest. But yeah, we already have an account for the league that my business and everything runs through. So you will get an invoice from there, and you pay. So, Fan of the Week. If you want to be Fan of the Week, it's very simple, man. Just nominate yourself. Send us a picture of you rocking your silver and black. And we're going to throw you up here. We're going to spotlight you. We're going to thank you for following us on Raider Reaction, all that good stuff. And we're going to send you out some nice little swag packs like Robert Paul's that's going out, like Chad Dubs that's going out, like Joseph's that's going out from last week. You can be with those guys. Well, I've got a whole fucking goddamn laundry basket full I'm walking in the fucking post office with to send out this week. I'm like Raider Santa this week. But and we want to get back to you too. I've got all these fucking sweet new magnets to give away. I got new stuff basically coming in every week. My wife's like, "What's that? What's that?" Oh, it's just new stuff. I'm getting ready. It's the season's starting. I gotta get all my new goodies in. We gotta get new shit to give away. I can't have the same old swag. We gotta get new swag. So, absolutely, you can nominate anybody. I'm telling you. All you gotta do is send us a picture to Raider Reaction, rocking your Raider swag, rocking their Raider swag. Tell them, hey, I'm Fan of the Week. I'm gonna say all right, and we're gonna put you up here, give you the honor of being Fan of the Week, and then we're gonna give you some swag as well. So nominate yourself for Fan of the Week. We don't pick one. You have to nominate yourself. We put all the work on you. It's the only contest out there where all you have to do is say, I'm the winner, and we're gonna say, yeah, you are. Literally. I mean, how much easier do we need to make it for you? You nominate yourself. That's it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Well, easy now, Bryant. Easy now. As long as she's covering all the good parts. We'll put it up here. All right. Fan of the Week. Do it. Do it. Fight Night 27, man. If you missed last weekend, I tell you, man, the social media police were on Fight Night 26 a little bit. And the dumbest shit, we got 4 fucking solid matches going Saturday night. We re-aired that shit Monday night, the live re-air last night. And, 4 solid matches, a couple prelims, a co-main, and then the main event. And it got tagged for some copyright shit. Now, I'm like, there's nothing copyright infringed to that whole thing. They were copyrighting me for sound effects and shit. Like, MGM copyrights for fucking, like, clock sound effects and just dumb shit. But so I'm going to have to do a little tweaking, make sure I don't get nailed for stupid copyright things this weekend. But Fight Night has turned a corner. The production value is much, much better, and I think you will see a big change in this one as well, as we have continued to get better every single time as I'm starting to make these new ones. And Fight Night 27 is going to be even better. It will debut Saturday night live, 10 p.m. Eastern Time. The blood will flow once again on your Saturday night. Do not miss this one, man. Do not miss this, and this will be a good one. Fight Night 27, every Saturday night, the blood flows here on Raider Reaction. Do not miss it. Another Fight Night. You'll enjoy it. Trust me. Trust me. And it's time. It's that time of the show. Final segment. Final segment. It's that time. Got to get into it. I just couldn't believe it, man. Oh, I need a drink before I get into this one. Good Lord. It's that time of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It's that time of the show. We got to get into it. I seen this, and I was waiting, man. I'd been saying all fucking off season that there was no damn way that Deshaun Watson was going to start this season. I couldn't believe the Browns wouldn't pay this motherfucker $200+ million. Ran the only quarterback out of town that has ever given you even the slightest sliver of success in the past several decades to bring this fucking serial predator into your franchise and make him your fucking poster boy. I said there was no way he was going to start. And he's not going to. But the fact that this retired judge comes out, they come in, the NFL kind of tried to, I'll give the NFL a slight little bit of credit on this. They tried to do something different. They tried to say, hey, we fucked up in the past. We haven't governed on things right. We're all over the fucking map on the way we govern and the way we suspend. We shouldn't be judge, jury, and executioner. This is too big of a case. We're going to step back and we're going to let this retired judge be this unbiased moderator. We're basically, the NFL is now the plaintiff in this case, and Deshaun Watson is the defendant. And so that's now how this is playing out. Now, hold on. Back that truck up a little there. So that's how they decided to go. So I'll give them a little bit of credit for that. Because they knew that, man, if we try to handle this, well, I'm going to fuck this up fucking 3 different ways to Sunday. So they didn't even want to touch it. So, well, we'll let this judge do it. And this judge is going to come out, and this female judge is going to drop the bomb on Deshaun Watson. And she comes out in 6 games. Gives him a 6-game suspension. Now, they've got, less than 48 hours to appeal this. Deshaun Watson and the NFL had 72 hours from the time that they named the 6-game suspension to appeal this. Now, you've seen guys literally get suspended whole fucking seasons for gambling on their team to win when in games they weren't playing in, a whole season. Josh Gordon's fucking career was basically fucking executed because he was smoking weed. Vontaze Burfict had a fucking, the scarlet letter on him for targeting. Dude couldn't step on a field without getting suspended. There's just this laundry list of shit that this guy has, like, is a serial predator on so many different levels, is such a fucking degenerate pervert that you had to put a clause in that says he's not allowed to even get a massage unless it's team mandated and overseen by the team in a team facility. He can't even go out on the street and get massages because he's that much of a fucking pervert and a predator. But you're only going to give him 6 games? This just seems so fucked on so many different levels. I mean, dude, the dude has settled out of court with, 25 plus fucking women. The Texans have been caught covering shit up. This is so dirty that they don't even want to come out and tell you the fucking details because it's slimy, sleazy, fucking back room at adult bookstore, fucking peep room type nastiness. That's what this is, man. This dude is inviting female professionals that think they are going to deal with one of the premier NFL athletes, and he's being a fucking disgusting, degenerate, fucking pervert sexual predator to them. Well, they're just trying to do their fucking job over and over and over again for years. And I just like, man, this is like some borderline R. Kelly shit. What's he got to do? Piss on somebody to go to prison? I mean, goddamn. Good Lord. What in the entire fuck is up with that? I don't get this one. Why you want to try to make this guy a poster boy? Why his talent overshadows every fucking thing else? I don't get it. Why you think this guy should be one of 32 guys that is the face of a franchise? I'm sorry. Until every one of those cases is cleared, that motherfucker should sit. That's all. That's my thought on it. You need to clean up all your dirt. We're not even going to look at it till all the court cases are done, till all the women are happy and satisfied and settled. When you've got all your lists taken care of, come back and talk to us. Until then, you're on the commissioner's exempt list. Sit on the fucking bench. That's where I think he should. That's how I think they should handle it. It shouldn't even be suspension right now. That's not what you should be talking about. Put his ass on the commissioner's exempt list. There's so much shit out there. They don't even know yet. There's probably shit that's still going to come to light before the season starts. You watch. I bet you there's a bomb waiting. They ain't all come out yet. This has not all come out yet. There are still women trying to sue him. No way, man. This isn't over. And that was the biggest what the fuck I've seen in a while. I just couldn't believe it. I was like, 6 games? I thought for sure at least double digits. Anything less than half a season was just ridiculous to me. Absolutely ridiculous. But good Lord. I agree, Ron. It just seems like common sense, doesn't it? Dude, you've got fucking zombies coming out of the ground like daily, bro. You gotta sit down. You know, and typically, when you hear about shit like that, what are we not hearing about? The shit that we're hearing about's bad. What are we not hearing about? You know that's bad. That's real bad. The shit that they're still trying to cover up, you know it's bad. It's real bad. Thank you for joining me, man. Each and every damn one of you. I've run out of music. I've had to stop the music 2 or 3 times. That was like the extended cut. WTF. You don't get that all the time. Until next time, man, I will be back. What do we got going on? Oh, tomorrow night. Shit. Fuck, it's OT. Tomorrow night. I'm live again tomorrow night. If you give a shit, it is the official kickoff of Season 14 of the Hardcore Challenge. I know I pumped up the Raider League earlier, but the 14th season kickoff is tomorrow. On Wednesday nights will be Hardcore Challenge live, the official webcast of the Hardcore Challenge, the pinnacle of fantasy football competition every Wednesday night. And that starts tomorrow night. So I will be on tomorrow night for my fantasy football show. I've got some new production and shit going on that, so you might want to check it out. It's only short little shows, 15, 20 minutes, so check those out. Might follow along, man. It is some solid fantasy football competition. So, but for sure, Thursday night, I will see you all post-game, the second the final whistle blows, and then for the post-game reaction, and then the post reaction on TikTok after that. Until next time, I'm out. Ladies and gentlemen of the Raider Nation, thank you for gracing me with your presence. Every damn one of you. You guys are the shit. I cannot thank you all enough. You're the reason I'm here. Till next time, I'm out. Peace. Love. I lost my screen. Peace. Love. Raider Nation. We're all